You may have heard about some recent news involving Michael Keaton's Batman. Not only is Keaton's Batman appearing as a significant role in the upcoming Flashpoint movie, but is now heavily rumored to be the DCEU's mainline Batman, beyond just the Flash movie, replacing Ben Affleck. What exactly that means, I'm not entirely sure, especially since Keaton's Batman is from a different Earth, obviously, than Batfleck. What makes the most sense is a Batman Beyond movie, which I have actually talked about a very long time ago, and it's been rumored for like at least 5 years from what I remember, and I would absolutely love to see that. Why? Because I love Michael Keaton's Batman, not because Tim Burton's two films are perfect in any means, but because they are the most comic booky and aesthetically pleasing superhero films I have ever seen. Batman in 1989 easily has my favorite set design and soundtrack of any film, and for personal reasons, because I love how passionate these two films were, and how they made Gotham City more than just a normal city, but its own character. I can admit their faults. I think Batman is sort of a hypocritical murderer in these films, whether that's a flaw or intentional, but beyond Batman, these films are masterful at establishing its villains and side characters. Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman is one of my favorite comic book film performances of all time. But why have I been setting up this context? Because I need to explain how drastic the switch was to Batman Forever. If you think Batman Forever is anywhere near the quality and artistry of Batman and Batman Returns, I genuinely think you're insane. From an outside perspective, all four of these films seem like campy, cringy, toy-selling movies, and some may say not real cinema, but take it from someone who has watched Batman and Batman Returns many times. There is a distinct difference, most notably by those who made the films, director Tim Burton, designers like Anton Furst, composer Danny Elfman, and the actors chosen for these films clearly had a passionate, artistic vision for these two films. They took advantage of a great opportunity to make a film about one of the best characters of our time and totally transform him. However you feel about these first two films, they clearly had heart to them, and that's truly what I feel makes a movie worth someone's time in the end. Why waste precious life on something like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin? Not that those movies are completely devoid of any soul at all, but that Joel Schumacher treated Batman like a joke. He treated his rogues like a joke, treated his world as a joke. He wasted so much precious time with this precious character. So what happened? Why did Tim Burton leave? Why did very notable roles leave as well? Batman Returns is clearly not a movie for kids, but Warner Brothers' need to sell merchandise for everything at the time told a completely different message to filmgoers, causing kids to see the movie, parents getting angry, and advertisements being pulled. It was a huge scandal at the fault of the publisher that caused WB to want to change directions from a passionate dark universe to a toy-selling joke. Tim Burton immediately got the hint from studio. Despite having many ideas for a sequel, he realized WB didn't want another Batman film from him, and Keaton left shortly after because of the change of direction. I want to see Michael Keaton's Batman again to retcon Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, but also to make up for the lost opportunity taken by Tim Burton and abandoned. But let's say that never happened, that Tim Burton is ready for a sequel to Batman Returns. What exactly would it be? Enter Batman Continues. When I first heard that title, it sounded absolutely ridiculous, especially without a narrative attached to it. Many people have pointed out how pointless that title is, and I agree, but I will say that a narrative has the ability to change what a title like that means, from pointless to meaningful. Batman is a character whose very existence will destroy what they mean in the end, their integrity, their moral code. Some people describe Batman in these two films to be more like just another rogue fighting in a beautifully depressing arena, rather than like a true hero. There is much less separating Batman from Penguin in Batman Returns than that separating Batman and Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins. Batman takes lives for revenge, such as the Joker in Tim Burton's universe, just as Penguin does in the next film. And sure, I feel like the films aren't really focused too much on Batman's no-killing rule, and many deaths are therefore comedic effect, but at the end of the day, I have realized Batman's murders do matter, especially in Batman Returns. Like High Top Films, I adamantly praise Batman's no-killing rule as it is such a strong narrative tool to use and has defined Batman as a character, but I still find these two films interesting for their strengths. And what I find so very interesting about Batman Continues is how it could turn these quote-unquote flaws found in the previous films like Batman killing and flip them on their head, turning them into plot points from external film criticism to actual character flaws. If Batman Continues finally noticed Batman's hypocrisy complexity and his moral ambiguity within its narrative, the continues in the title would then stand for Batman overcoming the impossible odds of his impending consequences that should destroy him, but by becoming a better human being, a better Batman, he can continue to be Batman. Batman Continues as a concept is so interesting to me. I feel the need to explore it and extend its potential into something that WB stopped from happening. That need is going to turn into a reality, and I need your trust with the way in which I intend to execute it. I need you to give me a chance to explain. The most expressive and accessible medium available to me is a video game released in 2009 titled Minecraft, and I intend to use it for this project in a way I have never really used it yet. Some of you are sighing, some of you are very excited, and some are wondering why I'm acting this way at all. My channel was originally built off of a series of videos where I created Gotham City in Minecraft, and an entire community still does that to this day. But why Gotham? Because Gotham is so rich with potential and atmosphere, with millions of different interpretations for people to expand on or come up with. It may seem weird, it's this really weird niche kind of thing to focus on, but so much expression, so many different interpretations have come out of it, it still surprises me to this day. For those skeptical, please suspend what you have heard about this game for a moment. To me, Minecraft feels less like a game sometimes and more like an artistic medium, like paint or game design. I love the game for that aspect, and I have played it for as long as I can remember, but I've gotten further and further away from Minecraft on this channel as to not be trapped in a limited range of content. I'm hoping that this series feels more in line with my Arkham Knight retrospective series than my Minecraft Gotham series. I'm not gonna make Batman Continues a film or an episodic series, and this will not be like the Minecraft Gotham videos where I'm building a whole city just to tour. This video series will be in a documentary type of format, showing off set design built in Minecraft and explaining the narrative of Batman Continues that we will create, hopefully together, piece by piece, creating what seems to be a living, breathing world like shown in Batman and Batman Returns. That's the easiest way to explain it, and this will be a very unique format I have never done before, but I think that sort of adds to the mystery of what this series entails. Batman and Batman Returns sets were all handcrafted from the ground up, from the sprawling Gotham set to the fantastical interiors. What I build in Minecraft will be very, very similar. They will all be big sets, all working together to establish the story of Batman Continues, one video at a time. This series isn't infinite like Minecraft Gotham City. It will have a finality, it does have a goal to work towards, and it does have an end. And I'm hoping that the finale will be amazing. But first, there is much work to be done and much enjoyment to be had on the journey. This is a really interesting idea that I hope many different groups of my viewers will enjoy, so tell me what you think in the comments. Also, subscribe to my stream channel where I will probably stream some of the building done for this series in the future. I actually just did my first stream the other day, actually building the first set of this series, so if you want to check that out, by all means go ahead. This is episode 1 of Batman Continues.